Hey, welcome everyone. Pat Mitchell with Tricktrades here, and today I'm going to give you some very clear and to the point advice on exactly how to dip buy support with options. So if this is something you're interested in, make sure to stick around and like, share, and subscribe. And if this isn't something you're interested in, well, beat it, nerd, because we got work to do. Let's roll. Let's hit these charts. Okay, folks, let's get into these charts. So we're going to be discussing a lot of support and resistance and how to dip buy support. Support and resistance is basically the fundamentals of any technical trader, any technician out there. And that's what I am. I'm a technician. I solely base my trades off of support and resistance. And we're going to take a little bit of a dive here today into these trades, locking in on a couple of my trades that I took today on Apple and Baba, locking at about $6,000. And the reason why I'm so consistent is I made a game out of it. And when I first started trading, I wanted to see just how good and how consistent I could get. And when you have proper mentality and proper process, over time that's going to translate to your profits. And that's what you're seeing before you right now, right? That might be a pretty good episode or another lesson for another day, but I really want to talk about support and resistance here today. So let's go into the charts. Actually, first, might as well go over my entry. So on Apple, this was perfect. It was getting very, very close to support, and that's where I started entering. Now, as soon as it started holding, you can see that there were two entries on this. So once I see it holding, boom, I pay myself. And I pay myself a lot. You can see that that's where I pay a lot of the majority of this position. And then simply wait for the next push, pay myself a little more, pay myself a little more up at my target, which is high of morning highs. Okay, you can see that that's my main targets. Because people always ask me, it's like, well, how do you pay yourself? Well, I pay myself into resistance if it's a long, and I pay myself into support if it's a short. Okay, so then paid myself a little bit more. I actually missed a really good adding opportunity, but let's get into that. Let's get into those charts. So on Apple, this was some pre-market support. Now the main level was down a little bit, but if there is strength and it comes in really fast into that level, have faith in it, guys. Have faith in it. You can just dip your toes, take a real small starter position. A lot of people ask me, well, how do you know it's going to bounce? Well, number one, I got to clear that up. I don't necessarily know that it's going to bounce, but the odds are in my favor of it bouncing. And not only that, the next support level down is within a tolerable amount of risk, an acceptable amount of risk that I would be willing to hold my position down to that next level of support. And then I would add in there, averaging in, getting my average better on these options contracts. And then, hey guys, sorry for the interruption. Just a quick reminder, make sure to follow me on Parler at Tricktrades, all capital letters. And if you're still on Twitter, you can follow me on Twitter at TrickMitch1, all lowercase. So let's get back into the lesson. Let's go. And then as soon as it starts coming up, I would be green. Now, dip buying support can be difficult. A lot of people want to wait for confirmation. They would wait for something like this, which is fine. This is what if you miss this trade, this initial dip into that support, you would take this. And then people ask me, well, how do I enter on this, right? Like, it didn't come down here. I'm gonna fill you guys in on a little secret here, and I really want you guys to listen, okay? A professional trader, and here is the secret sauce. I am telling you, this is the absolute secret to all professional traders that actually know what they're doing. They simply take the trade coming into the level, and then they apply their risk. Now, I'm going to say that again. You take the trade into the level and you give it a proper risk. Whatever you're risking, whether it be 50 cents, a point, 2 points, 10 points, I don't care what it is. If you accept that risk, you can take that trade as it's coming into an area that's getting close to that support, because sometimes they get sucked up before that, right? Support and resistance are both very powerful. The reason why they're so powerful is because you have literally millions of traders that watch those levels. Okay, they watch those levels. Oh, you can hear that lightning in the background. You guys hear that? Oh man, that like shook the counter. So that's basically it. You have so many people watching these levels that you have to have faith in them. You have to trust your strategy, and a professional trader trusts his strategy, right? That's why I don't mind starting in, okay, as it's coming screaming into my level. And if you need help with your technical analysis, right, and plotting your levels, come to tricktrades.com. Come check us out, guys. I'll show you how to do it. You can check back at my previous trade recaps, and you can go to Tricktrades Options YouTube. So search Tricktrades Options, and you can watch, and they're posted every day, every single day, and you'll see just how consistent this strategy is, folks. So with all that said, I'm going to wrap this up. Come to tricktrades.com or come visit me at Parlor at Tricktrades, all capital letters, and at TrickMitch1, all lowercase letters, at Twitter. So guys, I hope you enjoy this. I hope you learned something. And until next time, we'll catch you later. Adios, folks.